Hi, I'm Jordan with Ragalicious Ragdolls and Cheddar Bears Cattery, and I'm going to show you guys how I feed my cats raw. I keep my food in the freezer and I pull out whatever I need the day before. I have a list of recommended pre-mades as they are not all equal on my website, so please check that out to make sure that you know what's the best to feed for your cats. So I'm pulling out several different meats and I'm going to defrost them either in my fridge the night before or with cold water. This is also ground pork that I got from Walmart. You can get it from wherever you'd like as long as it's not sodium injected. For a single kitty, prep shouldn't take you more than 5 to 10 minutes, especially if you have already baggied the rest. We're going to start here with 5 different types of meats. We're going to aim for variety, which means having a little bit of each type on the plate. It's going to look a little bit like this pie graph. It's really important that a cat's diet be primarily made up of red meat. That's why it's 50% here. You don't want your cat's diet to be mostly poultry. And I do not recommend feeding rabbit. Rabbit is overly expensive, very, very lean. Try to aim for chicken, turkey. Duck is really good. It's really fatty. Key thing to remember is to feed the cat in front of you. So you might alter what types of meats you feed based off of the weight. If you're dealing with a kitten, you obviously want more fatty. If you're dealing with a neutered pet that is on the chunkier side, you're going to want to cut back on those fattier meats. We're also going to move into pork. Pork, you need to have pork in a cat's diet. No matter what you're feeding more of, chicken or of red meat, you need to have pork. You can go to your local grocery store and you can get non-sodium injected ground pork. You can also get pork loins. Those are really awesome because you can cut up and that is great for dental health. It gives them something to chew on. Remember that each of these pre-mades is already complete with proper meat to organ to bone ratio. This amount may vary based off of your individual kitty. Some cats like duck or beef more. Some eat more one day. Some will eat less the next. So you're going to cater to your kitty as long as they get a variety. That's the goal. Okay, now that we have the plate assembled, we are going to add in eggs and sardines. Now, this may vary depending on what type of pre-made that you're going to feed. I just put one whole egg twice a week on the meal, and I also add sardines. Make sure they have no salt and they're only in water, and I add that twice a week as well. Once you've baggied up the meals for the rest of the week, you are now set to go. I often get questions about feeding. You can leave the food out for 24 hours while your cat grazes, or you can do timed feeding. I do have feeding instructions on my website that you should take a look at. Do not leave the food out if your house is really warm or if there's a lot of bugs. You'll see me here using a lot of paper plates, and that's simply because of convenience for me. I have a lot of kitties, so washing a lot of dishes is super impractical, but you can definitely have a pet safe dish just for your kitty. Wash it after every use, and that's perfectly acceptable. It is never too late to transition your current resident kitty to a raw diet at any age. Unless they have some kind of medical issue, they can transition. A lot of times people say that their cats have gut issues or food sensitivities. Well, that's what raw is perfect for. Raw has amazing benefits listed here and so much more. These next steps to raw feeding are optional but very highly recommended, and they include immunity boosters and probiotics such as this one found on Amazon, and including NuVet. I swear by NuVet. That has been the best for my cat's digestion and overall health, and it also helps fill any gaps in raw, so you make sure that you're feeding a 100% complete diet. Whole prey can be a daunting part of raw, but a vital part. So these are pinky rats. They are high in fat and they are easy to eat. Pre-mades usually only include organs such as liver, but feeding a whole prey provides other organs such as eyes, pancreas, and brains. Day-old chicks are another great whole prey. They are also super good for fiber, and they are taken really well by cats as well. If you have a really hungry kitty, they can also have their meal after. So I usually feed a whole chick as a meal, and cats love this. But this is for the non-squeamish, that's for sure. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope it looks like raw feeding isn't so daunting after all. We have so many resources and there are so many different pre-mades. Please check out the website and read thoroughly. You can also reach out to me for any questions. I am here to help.